Solve the following system of inequalities graphically. So we have two different inequalities that we're going to graph on the same set of axes, and the intersection of the solution regions to each one will be the solution to the system. So let's start with the first equation, which is a line, and it looks like that line has a y-intercept of -3 and a slope of 2. So I'm just going to very quickly come up with some points and draw this line. Now, if you'll notice, I used a solid line because this was less than or equal to, so that includes the boundary. If it had just been less than, I would have used a dash line. Lastly, I need to decide which side of the line needs shaded. So I'll take the origin, since it's not passing through the origin, plug it into this inequality, which would be 0 is less than or equal to 2 times 0, which is 0. So 0 is less than -3. And that's a false statement. Since that's a false statement, what that means is I need to shade the side of the line that is opposite the origin. So this side of the line over here needs shaded. Okay, now going on to the next inequality. Looks like I have a parabola. The vertex of this parabola is shifted over to the right by 1 unit and down 2 units. So right and down. And the uh, leading term coefficient here is +1, which means I can go to the right one and up one, to the left one and up one, and get 2 additional points on this parabola. Now we don't need to be terribly accurate with our graph here. What we need is just the basic shape overall. So I'll draw in a parabola from there, and that will do. That'll be perfect. What I need, however, is to also check and see which part of the parabola needs shaded. So is it the inside of the parabola or the outside? And once again, I'll test using the origin. So if I take the origin and plug it in, I would have 0 is greater than or equal to 0 minus 1 quantity squared becomes +1 minus 2, so that 0 is greater than or equal to -1. And that's a true statement. So what that means is I need to shade the part of the parabola that contains the origin. So this little sliver right through here, this region, that's the intersection of both of those two shaded regions, and I'll erase these others so that it's a little more evident. But that's the solution to the system overall.